Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. We're doing a new unboxing. This one's the latest release from Mezco Toys 112 Collective. It is the previews exclusive Deathstroke, what they're calling the Stealth Deathstroke. Now, we've opened up and shown off the original Deathstroke, which is an absolutely fantastic figure. So let's see how this one shapes up. Now, immediately, we, of course, have the tin box that these previews exclusives seem to be coming in lately, which makes me very happy. It's a great presentation, and it's a great box itself. The figure itself looks pretty similar to the original. There's nothing that really jumps out at me as far as the design of it, other than the coloring, of course. It seems to be where the extras really vary between the two. Immediately looking at this, this has the submachine gun with clip and the sniper rifle and the grenade launcher. I don't think either came with the original. The original, I'm pretty sure, just had the machine gun and the, of course, hands, knife, and pistol. I think that's the big difference between the two, other than the coloring. So, let's open up and show off what we get with this figure and see how it holds up. I'm expecting the figure to be as excellent as the original, and the extra pieces, the accessories, to be pretty damn awesome. As always, I love the packaging. I think the boxes look fantastic. So let's open up and show off what's inside. Oops. There we go. Alright, so for those who are keeping score, this one does have accessories underneath. It's good to know. We've missed some stuff in the past because we didn't look underneath the main figure at the bottom and just assumed it was the normal stand. So underneath, we've of course got the sniper rifle, the machine gun, and the grenade launcher with some grenades. But we'll go and look at those accessories in a little bit. Let's look at the main figure itself. Alright, there we go. Let's look at Deathstroke and see how he holds up. Alright, the figure looks as good as I expected. The original Deathstroke was an absolutely fantastic figure, and this exclusive variant is pretty damn good into itself. Not expecting anything to be different as far as movement. We're going to always do our test. Foot, side to side, up and down. Blocked a little bit, I think, by this piece there, but not much at all as far as that. There's a little bit of movement at the top of the shin, the knee, lots of movement there, of course. We've got the hip, full movement as expected, waist, some movement, not tons. Shoulders, generally fine. This is, of course, blocking things a little bit so you don't get the full range of motion. Elbows, no problems at all. And arms, wrists, is exactly what you expect for the 112 figures. And then the head, we got it side to side, up and down, all around. So as far as movement, exactly what we'd expect. I believe this was what the original figure was like, no difference at all. Now let's talk about the figure itself. Kind of a cool version of it. I like the black and white-ish metal vibe of it all. We, of course, have the gold mask, which looks really well, done well as far as coloring. The details of the figure, I think, are fantastic. Of course, we have the shins. They're all scuffed up, and they feel like they've been through war, which is really, really cool. The nice armor there, and the armor extends to the top of the foot and the boot itself. We got the treads underneath. I think that sort of level of detail is always awesome. So just like the original, I think this is a figure that's all about the details. Going up to the body itself, we, of course, have the pouches all around the front and various straps to hold it in. It's a really cool body armor piece. Of course, we got some scratching on the front of it. Again, looks really nice. Looks like it's battle worn. You can see it in the center as well. The amount of detail on the pouches is really good. They kind of look like they got some depth to it, that they're kind of like scrunched up a bit. Gauntlets on the arms, just like the feet and the hands as well, scuffed up. Great art to it. Like, everything seems to have this nice, like, dry brush, small detail of it, just like the original. Shoulder pads are the exact same, and of course we got the canisters on the shoulder built on. As far as the armor in the back, same that we've seen. It doesn't look like one that comes off. Some of these figures have stuff that you can take off of them. This one does not. Overall, I think this is an absolutely fantastic figure. The figure itself is beautiful to look at. There's great detail. It even comes down to the armor or the helmet as far as the detail, and you can kind of see on the back of his neck a little bit, which is really cool. I think maybe the only thing I would ever wish for as far as this figure is, one, a bandana version, which would be really cool, and also be able to actually take the helmet off and put it on a head. Even if the head was slightly small, I think that would just look great and be really, really cool. As far as heads, we get nice eye patch. I believe this is the same head that came in the original one. Not really much variation there. Looks great. See the eye. The hair is nice and colored. Looks great and buzzed where it needs to. And of course we got the chin pubes there as well. It's just a great figure with fantastic detail. Really top notch. It's just fantastic. All right. What do we got? I don't know if we're gonna. Well, we might as well put this on. We're gonna try to put this on. All right. We've got his sword. And this goes around. They make it pretty easy to put these on. There we go. So we, of course, got the sheath for a sword, and we have more pouches. It's all about the pouches with these guys. And let's see here. Let's check out the sword itself, since we put that actually on. You can see the sword. Remember this one, really good detail, I think. I liked the handle. I liked the actual kind of the feel of the handle itself. It feels like something that one would use and hold, and it's got like a good grip on it. And of course, there's even a small like little depth change in the top there, which I think is really, it's subtle but good. And of course, it goes in the sheath and no problem at all. So we got Deathstroke with his sword. Let's talk about weapons. You want weapons? We got weapons. Of course, we have this giant machine gun, as with figures of this nature as far as the 112 Collective. Clip comes out, and there's actually bullets in the clip. Gun's got some fantastic detail. It doesn't look like this, I don't think this one had anything special as far as like stocks or anything that comes off. Some of them do some pretty cool stuff. Looks really great. Next, we've got, we're going to use the sword to get some stuff out, because it makes it way easier. We've got a nice pistol that he can go put in his hands. Some slight, coloring to it. This one's pretty flat, though. This one doesn't have a whole lot of depth to it at all as far as coloring. It's pretty flat black, other than the slight silver at the top. The chamber, and of course we've got actual bullets there with a clip and the bullet on top. Always small details, but really cool. It's the things that make the 112 Collective figures really stand out to me, is the fact that they go to that level of detail on their weapons and accessories. Alright, but now this is where this figure is going to stand out, is it's got a lot of extra weapons. I don't believe comes with the original ones. Let's see if we can get this out, because this is kind of a pain. Don't want everything to go flying all over the place. So trying to be somewhat careful, and also not destroy the plastic that it comes in, because, would like to be able to store this back up. Alright, we're going to start with the grenade launcher. Really cool design. We haven't seen this before. We can see the stock comes back, which is really neat. Let's see what might change here. This opens up. There's actually grenades that you can go and put in this if you wanted to. Let's grab the sword and go do that. Show that off. So we've got that. You can drop it in. There you go. And it's not coming out. Pretty neat. Really simple. Looks great. Detail on this, I think, is better than the big giant rifle that we've seen. We get some little bit of gold. Obviously, stock comes out and the chamber opens up. Small details, really cool details. I like it a lot. Some great detail on it as far as the end of it. You can see texturing here. A little bit of dry brushing to make it look like it's kind of a used metal weapon. You know, with the dark look, definitely something I think you would take on stealth missions. Just looks like a comic weapon in that it's just kind of over the top as far as what it is. Of course, we got Submachine Gun. I have no idea how big submachine guns are compared to people, but sure, whatever, we'll go with it. Again, I think we've seen this before with maybe other figures. Pretty standard thing. Clip should come out. Yep. Oh, maybe. Oh, there we go. Clip comes out. Bullets are at top. Pretty standard accessory. I think we've seen this at least twice. And the gun looks good. You know, there's some good dry brushing on it. Some solid detail. You can see, you know, switches here. Some rivets there. You know, it looks cool and looks good. And for a second there, I thought maybe you were able to, like, put that at the end of the grenade launcher, but I guess not. And it comes with an extra clip for that, which is solid. So you can go do some cool scenes with Deathstroke putting in extra weapons, or extra clips for it. Alright, let's see if we can get this in. There we go. Alright, we got the sniper rifle. Really cool. This is definitely not coming with any other figure. Looks fantastic initially. One thing I did notice is the barrel is not drilled out on this. However, the scope's got some decent depth to it. This is really long. Let's go put it in comparison. This is almost as tall as the figure. Of course, we got a stand that you can use on it to prop it up, which is pretty cool. You can't see it on that. The detail on it is looking pretty good. There's a little bit of dry brushing, so it looks like it's a worn system. Of course, we got the clip come out and the bullets in there. And overall, like, this is pretty solid piece. I'm a little worried about the how easy this might be to break. The stand already popped off, and this barrel feels like it could snap if you screw some stuff up and if it like takes a fall. So be a little bit worried about that, but you could probably do some pretty awesome dioramas or not dioramas, like scenes and stuff like that with this. So overall, I'm kind of impressed with this edition, and it comes with an extra clip. So again, you can do some cool scenes. Overall, I'm impressed with this. You know, I loved the original. I was expecting this with the second figure. So yeah, again, Mezco hits it out of the park with their 112 collective figure. Of course, we've got the hip holster that you can put the pistol on. Overall, really happy with this, and bravo to them. Now, if you're into Mezco, you should check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. Of course, check us out right here on YouTube, where we've got tons of videos with Mezco figures, unboxings, and reviews of them. As always, thanks for watching. Now, if you're into Deathstroke, DC Comics, toys, Mezco, 112 Collective, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. Of course, we're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep playing with your toys, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.